And I'd like to welcome you all to our brand new advanced tech training for today. We'll be covering some AI apps. All right. I'm going to read our disclaimer before we get started. The WildTech DC Senior iPad program, its owners and presenters offer technical assistance, virtual health, well-being information designed for educational purposes only. You should not rely on the information in any apps or topics made by WildTech, including but not limited to mobile device applications and any social media pages maintained by WildTech, its owners or presenters as a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, treatment, or legal advice. Thank you so much for letting me read the disclaimer. If you cannot see me, hear me, see the screen, please let me know in the chat. I'd really appreciate that. Let's keep our TVs and cell phones in mind to give ourselves and others the most immersive experience. And as always, I recommend you take screenshots, notes, so that way you could review the information later on if you would like, okay? To keep our meetings organized, avoid speaking over each other as we always do. I just asked you to use the raise hand feature. If you ever have a question, comment, concern, you can raise your hand in Zoom either during and end of our sessions, depending on the session. You'll have the opportunity to ask questions, share comments, anything you'd like to share by raising your hand. So I want everyone in Zoom to please raise their hand. You can hit more at the top right of Zoom and then tap on raise hand. Or if your toolbar is at the bottom, you can hit reactions and then tap on raise hand. So I want to see a lot of hands. I always say our dance sessions, our morning sessions, or the creme de la creme, because you all start your day off with such great knowledge and wanting to learn more. So again, if I want everyone in Zoom to please raise their hands if you're here, if you're ready to learn, if you're excited about AI apps, wanting to learn something new today, if you're wishing everyone a wonderful and relaxing and peaceful day, then please raise your hand in Zoom, okay? Love it, love it. Thank you so much for raising your hands. I see we just reached 10 hands. I appreciate those. Your efforts are not unnoticed. Just hit 12, love it. Thank you, thank you. And again, if you ever have a question, comment, concern, you raise your hand. Once you're called on, don't forget to hit unmute in the middle. And then once we address your question, comment, etc., don't forget to hit lower at the bottom. And of course, not right now, but don't forget to mute yourself so that way we're all able to hear and understand each other. So you all can lower your hands by hitting lower at the bottom. Once again, don't forget to hit lower once you're called on so that way we can make sure we address everyone's words, okay? Thank you so much. And if you would like to communicate non-verbally, the chat is a great way to share a greeting, ask a question, send a photo, send your congrats, anything you like to share. So if your toolbar is at the top, you hit more once again, and then you tap on chat, and the meeting chat window will open. If your toolbar is at the bottom, you can hit chat simply and access the meeting chat. So if I go into my Zoom app and I hit chat, I tap on where it says tap here to chat, and then I type in a message. So I'm going to write hello or hi or anything you'd like. You can be hey, or, you know, it's really how you would like to express yourself in the chat, which is really why I like it, because you can share anything you'd like. So I'm going to write hello. And today is National Dictionary Day. If you saw in our daily email in my background, this is Noah Webster's birthday. I think it says October 16th, 17, yeah, 58. I think it's, yep, 1758. So I'm going to look for some book emojis or dictionary emojis. Again, just using the search feature in the emojis section, you can search for various things. So note, there's no dictionary emojis, but there are a lot of book emojis. So I'm going to share some book emojis with you all for today. So yeah, that's how you share a message in the chat. You can use text or just emojis or both if you would like. So again, you can express yourself any way, like it's, you know, morning, happy Wednesday, if you're having a great week. Yeah, it's National Dictionary Day. Hello, love it. And if you want to send a photo in the Zoom chat, you can hit the plus sign next to tap here to chat. And then you can hit photo and add any photo from your Photos app. So someone shared this picture yesterday with us, so I'll share it with you all. So yes, any pictures in your Photos app, you can share them in the Zoom chat if you would like. If you want to save a photo that someone shared, you can hold it and then you can hit save image, and that's how you save that image to your Photos app that you can use and share, etc. Okay. If you would like to reply to anyone's message, whether it be an image or text, any message that someone shared, you can hold the message and hit reply to that particular message. So I'm gonna give this person a heart, this chat a heart, and it even says one reply underneath the message. So if you want to reply to a specific message, you can do that. You can also send a reaction to someone's message. So like this one right here, I can hold the message, and then at the bottom, there was some reaction. So I can use one of those that are there, or I can hit these three dots and choose any of Apple's emojis to share as a reaction. So there you go. Again, any emoji you can send as a reaction. So it's a ton of fun. So that's how you utilize the chat. So yeah, I see our good mornings, our happy Wednesdays, or yeah, have a blessed, enjoyable day. Love it. Certainly puts a smile on my face when I read through the chat. So I hope it does the same for you all as well. And I continue to use the chat throughout the session today, so you can share any thoughts, any questions or comments, anything like that. I'm able to take a look at the chat during the session, okay? So other than that, we're gonna get started with our agenda. So we're gonna be learning all about AI. So what is it? Some history, some fun facts. We'll be navigating two apps, but I have a little surprise for you all. So we'll be covering ChatGPT and a Wonder, an AI art generator app as well. And last but not least, we'll have our discussion. So any questions, anything you'd like to share, how can AI assist us in our daily lives? We'll have some questions for you all, but again, any general thoughts for the session certainly helps myself out and others out, because you may bring up something they may not have thought of. So love to hear from as many of you as we can at the end of our session as well. So first off, we're going to be learning all about AI. So what is artificial intelligence? I think this video does a great job of explaining this in very simple terms, and I've certainly learned a couple of things watching this. So again, this video is what is artificial intelligence? And wow, wasn't that interesting to learn about? Again, what is AI? Some history, like that chess fact, and again some fun facts, and what AI is really being used in for today. So if you enjoyed that video, learned something new, please raise your hand in Zoom, and love to see what you think. And if you learned something new, if you enjoyed that video, please raise your hand in Zoom. So basically, AI is a tool that makes our lives easier and allows us to do things that humans may not be able to do. And it's used in many different aspects of our life, without us maybe not even realizing it sometimes. So it's a very interesting thing and a very pertinent thing, as the video said, to learn about. So thank you so much for the hands. I really appreciate that. Again, this video talks about what is artificial intelligence. So it goes a little bit more in depth as well with the other video that we just watched. So I hope you enjoy and learn something new.
It's a weekend, and John decided to watch the latest movie recommended by Netflix at his friend's place. Before heading out, he asked Siri about the weather and realized it would rain. So he decided to take his Tesla for the long journey and switch to autopilot on the highway. After coming home from the eventful day, he started wondering how technology has made his life easy. He did some research on the internet and found out that Netflix, Siri, and Tesla are all using AI. So, what is AI? AI, or artificial intelligence, is nothing but making computers-based machines think and act like humans. Artificial intelligence is not a new term. John McCarthy, a computer scientist, coined the term artificial intelligence back in 1956. But it took time to evolve as it demanded heavy computing power. Artificial intelligence is not confined to just movie recommendations and virtual assistants. Broadly classifying, there are three types of AI. Artificial narrow intelligence, also called weak AI, is the stage where machines can perform a specific task. Netflix, Siri, chatbots, facial recommendation systems are all examples of artificial narrow intelligence. Next up, we have artificial general intelligence, referred to as an intelligent agent's capacity to comprehend or pick up any intellectual skill that a human can. We are halfway into successfully implementing this phase. IBM's Watson supercomputer and GPT-3 fall under this category. And lastly, artificial superintelligence. It is the stage where machines surpass human intelligence. You might have seen this in movies and imagined how the world would be if machines occupy it. Fascinated by this, John did more research and found out that machine learning, deep learning, and natural language processing are all connected with artificial intelligence. Machine learning, a subset of AI, is the process of automating and enhancing how computers learn from their experiences without human help. Machine learning can be used in email spam detection, medical diagnosis, etc. Deep learning can be considered a subset of machine learning. It is a field that is based on learning and improving on its own by examining computer algorithms. While machine learning uses simpler concepts, deep learning works with artificial neural networks, which are designed to imitate the human brain. This technology can be applied in face recognition, speech recognition, and many more applications. Natural language processing, popularly known as NLP, can be defined as the ability of machines to learn human language and translate it. Chatbots fall under this category. Artificial intelligence is advancing in every crucial field like healthcare, education, robotics, banking, e-commerce, and the list goes on. Like in healthcare, AI is used to identify diseases, helping healthcare service providers and their patients make better treatment and lifestyle decisions. Coming to the education sector, AI is helping teachers automate grading, organizing, and facilitating parent-guardian conversations. In robotics, AI-powered robots employ real-time updates to detect obstructions in their path and instantaneously design their routes. Artificial intelligence provides advanced data analytics that is transforming banking by reducing fraud and enhancing compliance. With this growing demand for AI, more and more industries are looking for AI engineers who can help them develop intelligent systems and offer them lucrative salaries going north of $120,000. The future of AI looks promising, with the AI market expected to reach $190 billion by 2025. So on that note, I have a question for you. Artificial intelligence is about playing a computer game, creating a device using your own intelligence, to program an intelligent machine, investing your brain power in a machine. Give the correct answer along with your reasoning and stand a chance to win an Amazon voucher. Think about it and leave your answers in the comments section, and we will provide the answer next week. We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, a thumbs up would be really appreciated.
Again, I hope you all enjoyed the video. What is artificial intelligence? And again, some of the ways that we use it in our daily lives that really helps us out, that again, we may not realize, on a daily basis. So every day AI is being used to positively impact our lives, okay? And our last video for today is just kind of an existential one, but really is AI the most important technology of the century? I hope you learned something new, and hope this video makes you really think of maybe some additional questions that you may have just about life, okay? Hope you all enjoy and learn something new.
What's the most important century in human history? Some might argue it's a period of extensive military campaigning, like Alexander the Great's in the 300s BCE, which reshaped political and cultural borders. Others might cite the emergence of a major religion, such as Islam in the 7th century, which codified and spread values across such borders. Or perhaps it's the Industrial Revolution of the 1700s that transformed global commerce and redefined humanity's relationship with labor. Whatever the answer, it seems like any century vying for that top spot is at a moment of great change, when the actions of our ancestors shifted humanity's trajectory for centuries to come. So if this is our metric, Is it possible that right now, this century is the most important one yet? The 21st century has already proven to be a period of rapid technological growth. Phones and computers have accelerated the pace of life, and we're likely on the cusp of developing new transformative technologies, like advanced artificial intelligence, that could entirely change the way people live. Meanwhile, many technologies we already have contribute to humanity's unprecedented levels of existential risk. That's the risk of our species going extinct or experiencing some kind of disaster that permanently limits humanity's ability to grow and thrive. The invention of the atomic bomb marked a major rise in existential risk. And since then, we've only increased the odds against us. It's profoundly difficult to estimate the odds of an existential collapse occurring this century. Very rough guesses put the risk of existential catastrophe due to nuclear winter and climate change at around 0.1%. With the odds of a pandemic causing the same kind of collapse at a frightening 3%. Given that any of these disasters could mean the end of life as we know it. These aren't exactly small figures, and it's possible this century could see the rise of new technologies that introduce more existential risks. AI experts have a wide range of estimates regarding when artificial general intelligence will emerge, but according to some surveys, many believe it could happen this century. Currently, we have relatively narrow forms of artificial intelligence, which are designed to do specific tasks like play chess or recognize faces. Even narrow AIs that do creative work are limited to their singular specialty. But artificial general intelligences, or AGIs, would be able to adapt to and perform any number of tasks, quickly outpacing their human counterparts. There are a huge variety of guesses about what AGI could look like, and what it would mean for humanity to share the Earth with another sentient entity. AGIs might help us achieve our goals, they might regard us as inconsequential, or they might see us as an obstacle to swiftly remove. So in terms of existential risk, it's imperative the values of this new technology align with our own. This is an incredibly difficult philosophical and engineering challenge that will require a lot of delicate, thoughtful work. Yet even if we succeed, AGI could still lead to another complicated outcome. Let's imagine an AGI emerges with deep respect for human life and a desire to solve all humanity's troubles. But to avoid becoming misaligned, it's been developed to be incredibly rigid about its beliefs. If these machines became the dominant power on Earth, their strict values might become hegemonic, locking humanity into one ideology that would be incredibly resistant to change. History has taught us that no matter how enlightened a civilization thinks they are rarely up to the moral standards of later generations. And this kind of value lock-in could permanently distort or constrain humanity's moral growth. There's a ton of uncertainty around AGI, and it's profoundly difficult to predict how any existential risks will play out over the next century. It's also possible that new, more pressing concerns might render these risks moot. But even if we can't definitively say that ours is the most important century, it still seems like the decisions we make might have a major impact on humanity's future. So maybe we should all live like the future depends on us, because actually, it just might.
To learn more about how emerging technologies may affect our future and what role you play in defining that future, click here.
Once again, I hope you all enjoyed that video and just it really made you think, especially that last part where the person said, you know, the future may just depend on us and the decisions that we make today. So so far, we've watched 3 videos on what is artificial intelligence, what's being used for, the impact it'll have on our future. Before we move on to our apps, because those are going to be quite interactive as well, any general thoughts about the video so far? Again, one thing that you learned or a general thought on the videos. Please raise your hand if you would like to share. Any general thoughts? I really enjoyed learning about how it's being used in our daily lives, especially at the airport and education. So we'll be talking about that shortly, but any general thoughts before we move on to our apps for today? You can also share them in the chat as well. Again, we're able to take a look at the chat throughout the session. I don't see any hands, but that's okay. So any thoughts on our videos? Again, you can also share them at the end as well. I do see we have Gracie. Thanks so much for sharing. Any general thoughts on the videos?
I'd like to say this. When I was a child, when computers first became kind of prevalent, like they had a comic book where the computers took the world over and they ran, they controlled everything. And we said, oh, nothing like that will ever happen. But based on what I'm listening to in some of these videos, they are replacing us in a many ways. And so I just wanted to say that, I thought that would never happen, but I'm beginning to see a lot of the stuff was in that comic book.
Yeah, and in a way, I think we definitely have to be aware of some, like in the video says, some of the risks that may come about this technology, but it's really letting us do things that we weren't what we thought we weren't capable, just like you said.
Right.
So it's us just being ethical and definitely being responsible with new technology. I think that has a big part to play as well in learning how to utilize it in our daily lives. So I definitely understand what you're saying, and I hope you get to see what it can do in our session today.
And I think it's replacing a lot of people already.
Yeah, in a way. So that's why again we gotta just learn it and be able to just find that balance.
Okay, that's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing. I really appreciate that. Yep. And we have a minute. We have 2 hands. We have about a minute per person, so we can make sure we get to these apps. But thank you so much for sharing, Greer. Any quick thoughts on the videos? Maybe something new that you learned?
Yeah. Good morning, Alex, and good morning to everyone. Alex, this is very interesting, and I thank you for it. I've been listening and hearing other resources about AI, and it's just amazing. And and I'm not sure if that was Gracie or not, but whoever the previous caller was, I've seen stuff in the past, but this is just amazing that now in our present day time, this has come about. So I'm definitely interested in it, and I want to learn more about it. And if there's anything on our iPad that you can help us with, in the future, to see if we can do anything with AI via the iPad, that would be interesting too. So
we'll be doing that today. So I got you. Okay, Greer.
Okay, that sounds great, Alex. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank
and
you.
And our last hand for now is Janelle and Bridget. Hope you're well. Any quick thoughts before we move on to our apps?
Yes. I like what Gracie was saying about the comic book. I do remember that comic book. I forgot the name of it, but I do remember seeing something like that. AI is taking over a lot of things, such as our cars. You can get in the car without a driver, get to your destination. Google came up with bikes that you can get on, and it will take you to your destination without you having to drive it. They've been putting their children on those bikes and sending them off to school, little babies that can barely walk. We also have what they call smart houses, whereas you say something and the house obeys what you're saying. It'll change the paintings.
Certainly.
Paintings on the wall. It'll open up where all your appliances are. It'll start your food, just like remember on Star Trek years ago when you wanted something to eat, you just press a couple of buttons and it sends your food out. We have that kind of.
Yeah, machines are definitely getting more advanced by the day. So
That's
again, it's so important for us to just learn about it and be aware of it and how it can help us in our daily lives.
Yeah, you got
Um,
those little vacuums that go all through your house, cleaning your house without you having to do anything.
yeah, yeah, machine
They,
learning. It's so amazing, right?
it is. So it is, AI is taking over our lives very slowly, but surely.
Yeah, and that's why we got to learn about it now. Thank you so much for sharing, Bridget. I really appreciate it. All right. Thank you so much all for sharing. I really appreciate your thoughts. And hopefully, again, you get to see what we're able to utilize with AI today. So we're going to be covering two apps, but also some other ones as well, mainly ChatGPT and Wonder, an AI art generator. So again, I hope you all learned something new. So first up, just some technologies that use AI that, some were mentioned in the video, but just wanted to showcase what it's actually being used for. And, if we utilize these things on a daily basis, they're actually using AI. So our digital assistants like Siri, from Apple that uses AI, Alexa from Amazon, of course, when I have that device here in my home and I can ask it pretty much anything and it provides an answer or something else. I think it's amazing. Google, Yahoo, different search engines, they use AI as well, bringing up results. So even like yesterday for our Indigenous people presentation, I searched up a question in Google, on Safari and Google, and an AI response came up and it provided some answers that were very interesting. So they're being used in search engines on the internet. Social media, online shopping, they both use AI, transportation, navigation, fraud prevention, like, banking as well. Gaming uses a lot of AI. Healthcare, as the video mentioned. Advertising, I know I have gaming and healthcare in there twice, but it's used in many different aspects, again, that we may not have realized that it does. And it makes all of these different things more efficient, more accurate, and more easier for us to navigate our daily lives as well. So I really, want you all to think on what you use in your daily life and what if it, utilizes AI at all, right? So some of these things, if you come across something familiar or similar to them, then they might be using AI. So I hope you learn something new with that. Our first app for today is called ChatGPT, the official app by OpenAI, and it's a very, very popular app. You probably have heard of it at some point this past year. You can get answers, find inspiration, be more productive. Just ask, and ChatGPT can help with writing, learning, brainstorming, and more. This official app is free, of course, as all of our apps are that we talked about. It syncs your history across different devices and brings you the newest model improvements from OpenAI. So as we do in our advanced sessions, when we cover a new app, we're going to go to the App Store on your device, and you are going to hit the search button. And it happens to be here at the top because I've updated my iPad to iPadOS 18. If you have not done so yet, it will be at the bottom, that toolbar, same idea, Today, Games, Apps, Arcade, and that search button. I'm going to hit the search button once again. That way the keyboard comes up and I can type in the name or type of app that I would like to download. So that is ChatGPT. It's right here on the right-hand side. And it's a very, very, very popular app. So of course, in the App Store, you're able to take a look at, of course, the age, the ratings, the charts, the developer, the size of the app. You get to see reviews, information, similar apps, it's featured in certain articles in the App Store and other similar apps that you would like to take advantage of right here. So there's also some other similar apps that you can utilize, but I'm going to hit the share button right here on the right-hand side and hit copy link. So I can copy it and paste it into the Zoom chat, that you can send it by mail, you can send it by iMessage. Please share these apps with your friends and family as always, so that way you can share the knowledge and information, okay? So I'm gonna go into the chat, tap on tap here to chat, and paste the link to that app here in the chat. And I see your chat, Anne, so again, I got you, okay? So let's go into Chat GPT and see what it has to offer. So Chat GPT is a free AI assistant that can help you with a wide variety of tasks. Of course, AI and all the different types of ones that you saw in the video, this one specifically is still being developed. So responses can be inaccurate in some cases and may provide inaccurate information about people, places, or facts. So it's really important to go on Safari, and if you want to research something specifically, that's how you can, again, see other information about the topic as well. But I'll show you some ways to go around that here. But again, responses can be inaccurate. So if it's something important, I would double check. And don't share sensitive information. Chats may be reviewed and used to train their model. So again, just keeping that in mind. So when I hit continue, there you go. So again, you can sign up for an account. I recommend you do create a Chat GPT account, so that way you can save your history. So you can see what you've searched before, and you can look those, you can share your chats, you can basically personalize your experience. So if you hit sign up or log in, again, these are some of the different options that you can do. So you can continue with Apple or with Google, with email. I recommend Apple because, of course, all of us have an Apple ID. So that's what I recommend you use to log into your account. But I'm just going to go back into the app. Again, I highly recommend you create an account, but there are many different things that you can ask ChatGPT. They even give you some options. Create a recipe. You can write an email or plan a mental health day or explain superconductor. So this is literally ask it anything and it will provide you a response. So you can use it to even ask what is artificial intelligence. You can ask it anything and it tells you general response. What is artificial intelligence? So it gives me some information. It refers to the simulation of human intelligence processes by machines, particularly computer systems. These processes include learning, reasoning, and self-correction. It can be categorized into two types: narrow AI for specific tasks, and general AI, which can aims to perform any intellectual task that a human can do. So narrow AI, like Face ID, specific tasks, it says translation. So one off tasks, but for general AI, it can perform any task, like the one that, again, that we're using right now to ask it anything. So some other things, right? Let's see, make or create, you can ask it to create a recipe using fresh fall produce. Okay, we're going to be talking about produce tomorrow. So, something of that nature, right? You can ask it. So like roasted butternut squash and apple salad. Look at that. It gives me the ingredients. It gives me the for the dressing. It gives me instructions. And isn't that amazing? A recipe just by asking what I would like. Let's see. What else would you all like to ask? If you think of anything you wanted to ask, literally anything you all, please raise your hand. Let's see some suggestions. Again, you can ask create a recipe or ask it information, ask it questions, anything you would like to ask. What are some popular movies from the 2000s? You can make it specific, starring female protagonist, something like that. Real specific. Kill Bill, The Devil Wears Prada, Moulin Rouge, Little Miss Sunshine, The Hunger Games, The Help. That was a really good movie, The Help, with Viola Davis. But look at that, some suggestions. If you wanted some movie suggestions, there you go. So you can, again, learn more. So once again, please raise your hand if you like to ask ChatGPT something. Again, anything, you can literally ask it anything and it will give you a response. Let's see, anything else that you would like to learn more about? Let's see, what are the world's, let's see, most impactful events, let's see, in 2005. Yeah, so anything, right? Hurricane Katrina, London bombings, Kashmir earthquake. YouTube came out in 2005. The death of Pope John Paul II. The Kyoto Protocol greenhouse gas emissions came into force in February, marking a significant step in global environmental policy. So anything you would like to ask GPT, you can ask it. Any last calls for any suggestions? Anything you all want me to type in and find out, please raise your hand for this particular app. Again, you can ask it anything and it comes up. So thank you, Brenda, for sharing. What would you like to ask ChatGPT?
I'd like to ask how to make homemade soap.
Okay, and that's all you have to type in, how to make handmade soap. And if I hit the search button, you can make it even specific. So this is if you would like. So in general, handmade soap. I don't know if you want like lavender or flavor or something, but here you go. Ingredients, some lye, some water, olive oil, coconut oil, palm oil. That sounds good, right? Equipment. So they give you the equipment that you may need and instructions as well. Some tips and enjoy your handmade soap. And I really like it because look at the directions. They're very specific and they give you all the equipment that you need. So wasn't that easy, right, Brenda?
It was, yeah.
So it gives, you can type it in Google, right? You can go into Safari, you can go on the internet and search, but sometimes you may just want another resource. So I think this does a great job of simply sharing an answer or response, and you can ask it anything. And it's free. Isn't that amazing?
Okay. All right. Thank you.
No problem, Brenda. Thank you so much for participating. Okay. And it's really a great assistance. I mean, if you're ever, confused about something, if you have a question, again, I think all about using your iPad to figure out what you want to know. And there are the resources of information. So I see another one in the chat. So let's see, forecast the 2024 election. Let's see what it says. It involves several variables, candidates, issues, voter turnout, swing states, political climate. Maybe I have to be more specific. Forecast the Kamala election. I'll do something else as a result of that. Yep, hypothetical. So unfortunately, it can't specifically forecast it, but look at that. Profiles, key issues that they have, voter demographics, swing states, and again, political climate. So the election is likely competitive with both candidates having paths to victory, depending on voter turnout and key issues resonating with the electorate, right? So yes, so forecast climate change in, let's see, in 2025, anything, right? What does that say? Global temperature rise, extreme weather events, sea level rise, policy and action, growing public awareness. Yep. Just seeing what may happen, and last but not least, I see another one. Write a thank you letter, and I think it's the more information you put, the better. Write a thank you letter to someone that let's see, someone that paid for a vacation. It's real specific, but for me and my family, right? Yep, and it gives you the format, like the name, address, the dear, and of course, change things up. I wouldn't use everything from anything as it is, make your changes, make it, add your own special touches to the letter, but it's a great way just to draft something up and be able to go over it and not basically start from scratch. Because I know it can be kind of hard, especially if you're trying to write something, heartfelt or important. It's really great to have something to start off with, and that way you can then edit it for you and make it yourself, right? So again, ChatGPT, we searched how to write a letter. We learned how, if sometimes it can forecast or give us ideas of different future events. We learned how to make soaps or make a recipe. We learned about some impactful events in 2005, some popular movies to watch, and a recipe as well. And you can ask what is pretty much anything, and it gives you a response. So again, I highly recommend you sign up and create a ChatGPT account to save your chat history, personalize your experience, etc. So there are many different questions and things that you can ask ChatGPT to do for you. And I hope you enjoyed it, learned something new. If you like this app, if you want to download it, check it out, utilize it in your daily life, please raise your hand in Zoom. Okay, again, if you like this app, if you want to take advantage of it, if you think this tool will be helpful for you in your daily life, you want to check it out, learn something new, this is a great app to do so. Okay, thank you, thank you. So far I have 6 hands, love it, 7 hands. And it's great, it can help with writing, learning, brainstorming, anything you'd like, okay? And see what it has. So I appreciate the hands. Thank you all so much for sharing. And our last app for today is called Wonder. So it's actually an AI art generator. It's an image, photo, and drawing creator. Turn words into memorizing digital artworks. All you need to do is enter a prompt, pick an art style, and watch Wonder bring your idea to life in seconds. Simply describe what you want Wonder to paint, such as life undersea or shattered rainbow. Pick a style or select no style and hit create. So once again, we're going to go to the App Store, and I'm going to hit the search button and hit it once again. And when I'm in the search bar, I'm going to write Wonder. And you can be more specific if you want, but it does a pretty good job. Wonder AI. It's right here at the top right-hand corner. Wonder AI art generator. You're going to download it, open it, and utilize it as well. So I'm going to copy the link and paste it into the chat. Again, you can tap on the link in the chat, and you're able to instantly access the app page and download the app. And let's open it and see again what Wonder AI art generator has to offer. Okay. So again, I have my iPad vertically this time for this app. Make sure you follow the prompts that you see on the screen. So again, like notifications, etc. So look, welcome to Wonder. Create AI art effortlessly right from your pockets. Convert your text into artwork. Find your unique avatar style and learn more about past life. Okay, so there is a paid part of this app, but I'm just going to hit the X right here. And again, you can utilize it for free. Mainly, having a subscription, it gets rid of a watermark on the image that creates, but it's a very interesting app. So you can even create an AI avatar if you want, but I'm just gonna go straight into the app to save time, but it's right here at the middle portion, AI avatar. So you can create an avatar for yourself using that part of the app. But look at this, on my homepage, it says enter a prompt and what you want to see in your artwork. So again, there are different styles that you can use. So let's see some free ones right here, like photo, like tattoo, oil painting. So let's go with oil painting. And what kind of art would I like to see? So let's see. Let's see, beautiful evening at the Capitol in Washington, DC with fireworks. Again, it's a generator, so you just type in what you want, done, and let me hit create. So it says creating your artwork. And look at that, beautiful. Isn't that amazing, right? Again, I'm gonna rate it, but I'm not gonna leave a review. But look at that, they give you some options. So this one right here, beautiful. This one right here also as well. So I can hit download, allow full access. And I just downloaded that picture to my Photos app. Of course, we'll have the Wonder watermark right here, but isn't that amazing how you can create an image just from some words, right? Yeah, I'm sure. So I went back and let me type something else in. So let's see. Last week, let's see. The Maldives. And let's do another style. We did that 2 weeks ago. We visited the Maldives, done. And let's do a past life picture. And it's creating your artwork. Oh, wow, past life. Isn't that amazing? Again, different options. You never know what you're gonna get, right? And one more, let's see, any kind of art. So forest, animals, let's see, in springtime with campers and grills. Again, anything, right? Let's see what kind of style. Let's go with the pen and ink style. And let me hit create. And look at that. Isn't that amazing, right? For this picture. Again, there's forest animals, springtime, there's a grill, there's campers out there, and it's a pen and ink style. Again, isn't that so neat? So again, I just downloaded, saved that picture to my Photos app, and there you go. So wow, so 3 different ones that I thought of off the fly, you know? So any suggestions before we go on to our discussion? Any suggestions for what you all would like to see for some artwork? Again, it can be anything. So please raise your hand and let's see what you would like to generate. So you're gonna provide a prompt and of course what style you want to see the artwork in. So again, any takers? Anyone would like to share what they would like to see? Okay, love it. Thank you so much. And what kind of artwork do you want to see?
I'd like to see a garden with flowers.
Okay, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and what style would you like, Anne? There's hyper, photo, past life, oil painting, a tune, colored, epic.
Oil painting, colors.
Okay, colored. Okay, so let's create the artwork. And look at that. Isn't that pretty?
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm gonna hit download and I'm going to post it in the chat for you, Anne, okay?
Is it lavender?
All right, thank you so much. I really appreciate that, Anne. And again, I'm gonna go into Zoom. I'm going to hit the plus sign, hit photo, and I'm going to send the photo that you all share and created together, okay? I really appreciate that. And our last suggestion for the artwork is gonna be from Miss Dorothy. Again, what would you like an artwork of?
The first one you spoke of, life under sea, fish. I like to see with the animals underwater.
Okay, life under sea. And what style would you like, Miss Kim?
Like
which one would you like?
I like to see shellfish and what's underwater. You know
yes. So that's the prompts. So that's fine. But what style would you like to use? So there's hyper, there's photo, there's past life. Which one would you like?
Light.
Okay.
Light.
Okay, let's create. And there you go. So again, different photos. I like both of them. I like this one. But again, you can download it and save it to your Photos app. I really appreciate your suggestion, Ms. King. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So I'm also going to put that into the chat for you all. Thank you. I really love your suggestions. And I see here the stars, I hear the CPR. So yes, definitely check out the app so that way you can utilize, making these different artworks. If you ever have an inkling for a picture that you want to see, or, it's the imagination is limitless. Okay, so I love it. If you like this app, right, this app and the Chat GPT app, if you enjoyed today's session, please raise your hand in Zoom. Again, we went over what is AI. We learned about some history, some fun facts. We learned about what it may hold for our future. We also covered some technologies that utilize AI, like Siri and Alexa, and our search engines, and our different browsers, social media, gaming, healthcare, advertising, fraud prevention, etc. We also covered the Chat GPT app where you can ask it anything and get a response of some great and relevant information. We also covered the Wonder AI art generator app. So we created artworks just by simply describing what you would like to see and picking a style and hitting create. So I really appreciate, again, you all joining us today. And for our last portion, of course, we'll have our overview and discussion. Any general thoughts or comments for today? We'd really love to hear from you. And then I also have some questions for you all as well that you could answer. What is one new fact that you learned today? What apps are you interested in trying out and why? What will you create or research with AI, and do you want to learn more about it? And how can AI positively impact our daily lives with the things that you all learned today? But once again, it was so fun to create and learn and research this presentation for you all, as always. And I love this topic. I think, it really showcases how our minds are limitless. And as long as we use the technologies that are available to us, we can use it to significantly impact our lives and our community lives as well. So first up is Brenda. Again, thanks so much for coming on. Any general thoughts or answers to these questions for today?
Well, I meant to put my hand down, but I just want to say I like the virtual artwork, and I put in the chat that we can generate our own artwork and use it as our background. So I like that part of it. Yeah, but I wasn't trying to.
Oh, thank
But
you so much for sharing. I really appreciate you participating today, Brenda. I hope you make that soap, okay?
I am. Thank you.
No problem. Have a great rest of your morning.
Thank you.
Yeah, next up is, let's see. Yeah, thinking of, preempt other apps. Yeah, some other apps, it's just an addition for you to take advantage of. So definitely using apps together will really help you out with many different tasks. So thank you so much for sharing that, Yvonne. Louise, thank you so much for coming on. Any general thoughts or answers to our questions here?
I like the idea that we can make our own little artwork. I think it's very interesting. I like all of it, to tell you the truth. Everything. I want to try it.
It's so fun, right?
Yes.
Feels like you have the answers to, the whole world in just in an app, really.
Yes. I was afraid of the AI thing when I heard of it. I thought, oh no. But now I can see the fun part of it.
Right.
They're very creative.
And I know you're creative, so I know you'll use it for a lot of different things, If you just have a question, it's like your friend, right? And just to ask, and it will give you a non-biased and relatively detailed description and answer. So you kind of get the best of both worlds, right?
Yes.
Thank you so much for sharing. Amazing. So I see here in the chat, you have to hit the X when you go onto the app. Again, there's Wonder Pro. So again, removing the watermark, some additional styles, you'll have to utilize that subscription, but hit the X at the top left when you see that page so that we can go to the free portion, okay? I hope that helps out. And I see one more hand, but any other hands, please raise your hand if you like to share. It's from Geraldine. Thanks so much for coming on. Any
Oh,
thoughts for
yeah.
today?
Yeah. Hi, Alex. Yeah, well, I
Hello.
enjoyed the entire presentation, but I would like to start using Chat GPT. Now, I had heard about it, but I
Mm-hmm.
would like to use that more. And, to write letters,
Mm-hmm.
that's really a great aid to write letters because, it takes time to figure out what to say in a letter.
Yes.
Uh-huh. And
Mm-hmm.
then it can tell you other things. Anything you want to know, you can ask.
Anything.
So I
It's literally
like
anything.
anything.
Like
So
we're not downplaying it at all. It's like literally anything. You can ask it, if you're ever interested or if you had a past interest, years ago, or if you just want to learn more about something, it's literally there to get you started on the right foot. And of
yeah,
course, to use other resources and still utilize the internet, different books, different articles, different papers and scholarly articles, all that good stuff. But it's great to have a simple resource just to get started.
that's what I want to do. Use Chat GPT more.
But it's great. I used it for a recipe. I had something and I just typed it in and it made a recipe, and it just made me feel better, made me feel great about cooking. And just it really it's like again, it's a friend that tells you different things, and you're able to use other resources to
Mhm.
confirm that information if you would like. But it's pretty accurate.
Yeah. So that's it. But I enjoyed the entire presentation.
Thank you so much, Cheryl, and have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. And our last hand for today is from Anne. And Denise. I got you, Denise. But hey, Anne, thanks so much for joining.
I want to apologize. I forgot that.
It's okay, Anne. I got you. Okay.
I'm still a little apprehensive about the A1. I guess you hear and see the bad side before you really see the good side. There's some things I would like to do, just like making the picture, the artwork, cooking recipes and stuff. I just am a little apprehensive because now the scammers are out here, and they're able to duplicate your voice. And so suppose somebody, I'm going to use this as an example. Suppose somebody sends you a message and you think it's me using my voice, threaten to maim you or do something bad to you, and you think it's me, then you're going to look at me in a different manner. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand, Anne, and I don't want you to be afraid to use different technologies. And yes, you have to do your own research because, again, anyone can say anything. So you have to do your own research to fully see what's going on. As you can see with the videos and what it's being used for, if you're at the doctor's, if you're at the airport, if you're at the bank, it's utilizing AI, and it's actually helping us out at the end of the day because it allows us to be more accurate and amounts and math and transactions and everything. So I would definitely do some more research and try these apps out and see what it can do for you. But also with that situation, you just have to practice internet safety and just taking a second to think about what you're doing and if anything seems awry in that case. So definitely learning more will help you out in that feeling, but you're not the only one that may feel like that. But that's because they may have not gotten all the information that's there, or so just try to check it out and see how it can help you. Okay. Thank you so much, Anne. I really appreciate it. Okay. And our last hand for today is from Denise. Thanks so much for joining. Any general thoughts for today?
Yeah. Hey, Alice. Hi, everybody. I wanted to know in that Wonder app, can you do people's like your family member, your friends, or anybody?
If you're talking about the art, yes. If you're talking about the artwork app, Denise, then I would go into that.
Yeah, the Wonder.
Yeah, I would go into the AI. Let's see. I would go into the AI avatar portion, and you can upload a picture, and you're able to utilize that picture to create an avatar for it. So I'm assuming no, I haven't tested that out specifically myself, but yes, I feel like you would be able to do that. So definitely check out the app and see what you can do with the AI avatar portion as well.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
No
And
problem,
I
Denise.
came in late, but I'll look up on the YouTube channel.
Okay, yeah, check it out.
Presentation. Okay, all right. Thank you. Have a good day.
You as well,
See you
Denise.
later
Thanks so
on.
much.
Okay.
All righty. And once again, thank you all so much for joining us today. And I hope you get to utilize these different apps. Check out the App Store for some other AI apps as well. There's so many different options that you can utilize, and definitely do your own research, watch more videos, go on Google, internet, and just learn more, because this is a technology that's going to be improving and be more utilized in our daily lives as we go on. So I hope you learned something new, enjoyed today's presentation, and I hope the apps assist you in your daily life as they've helped out in mine as well. Thank you all so much. I'll see you all at 12 and 1:30 today for our trip to Madagascar and our module and session with Jordan. Thanks so much. Hope you enjoy the rest of your morning and have a great day. Thanks so much for joining. See you all later.
Okay, see you later.
Bye. Thank you,
you.
Alice. Beautiful presentation. Thank you.
Beautiful.
Thank
you,
you.
Alex.
This was wonderful.
Wonderful
Appreciate it.
presentation.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thanks, Alex.
Thank you, Alex.
you.
Thank you.
Mhm.